Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Miller Zoo.
Boom! Miller Zoo is a cooperative family game designed by Thomas de Gagné L'Esperance. It's published by Randolph, who helped sponsor this video.
Well, let's jump on over to the table to learn how this game is played. As always, you'll begin by setting up. You'll place the board in the middle of the table. You'll then shuffle the resource cards and place a deck face down on the board. You'll do the same for the needs deck and the 7 animal cards that will make up the animal deck. You'll draw the top 4 cards from the animal deck and place them face up next to the 4 reception spaces. You'll then place the problem tokens near the board within reach of all players. Each player will take a player 8 card, choose a teammate card, and place their player piece on the canteen space. You're now ready to play. In Miller Zoo, your goal is to work together to complete the challenge and finish the round before the resource deck runs out of cards. Today we'll be discussing the core rules in challenge number 1. But what's exciting is that there's multiple challenges and additional rules to discover the more that you play and succeed or lose in Miller Zoo. Challenge number 1. The team wins the game by receiving all 7 animals into their respective habitats. Miller Zoo is played in rounds. Each round is essentially a day and is divided into 4 stages: dawn, morning, afternoon, and night. Let's go over them. At dawn, it's time to wake up. Each player will draw a hand of 4 resource cards. You'll place your 4 resource cards in front of you. Quick note, if the final round you run out of cards, all is not lost. You'll divide the cards left evenly to all the players. Now it's the morning. Here's where you will identify the problems. Each player will draw 1 needs card. You'll place the indicated problem token on all animals in the 3 zoo habitats with that needs icon and then discard the card. You will not place any problem tokens on the animals next to the reception spaces. It is likely that animals will end up with more than 1 problem token. If the needs deck ever runs out, shuffle the discard pile and create a new deck using those cards. Now it's the afternoon. It's time to work. This is where majority of the gameplay will take place. Every player is now free to play their cards in any order they wish. The cards are used to move, fix problems, and receive the animals. There's no player order. You can play simultaneously or decide the best order in which to take turns. Let's go over the actions you can take. Move. You'll first discard any resource cards from your hand to move to any other spaces. There are 7 spaces your piece can occupy, the 3 habitats and 4 reception spaces corresponding to each animal, and there's no limit to the number of player pieces in any space. All resource cards allow you to move. There's a golf card on each card to remind you of that. Fixing problems. You'll discard 1 or more resource cards to remove problem tokens from the animals in the same space as your player piece. Each resource on a card allows you to remove the corresponding problem token. Removed tokens are returned to the supply. And finally, receive. Each animal has a reception cost indicated at the bottom of its card. When you're on the animal's reception space, you may place 1 or more cards beside the animal card to be received, matching the cost. You can pay the reception cost either partially or completely. If you pay more than the reception cost, any extra resources are lost. The resource cards remain next to the animal's card until the cost is paid in its entirety. Once the cost has been paid, you're 1 step closer to victory. To celebrate, the whole team must imitate the animal's noise. The resource cards next to the animal are discarded and the animal is transferred to its habitat space as indicated on the card. Teammates who are on the animal's reception space can move to the animal's habitat with it for free. You'll then draw a new animal and place it face up in the empty reception space. If there's no more animals in the draw pile, simply skip this step. Now once all players have played all cards they can or want to play, it's nighttime, closing time. First, all the players will return to the canteen. You won't need to discard any resource cards to move here. The team can now store a maximum of 3 resource cards by placing them on the storage spaces. All other cards are now discarded. The cards placed in the storage space may be used by any player in the following afternoon stage. Now it's time to check if a crisis has occurred. If there are any problem tokens remaining on animals, the team must manage a crisis. You'll manage a crisis by discarding cards from the resource deck 1 card at a time. Each resource listed on the card discarded this way can be used to remove the remaining problem tokens on any animal in the zoo. The team continues to discard cards until all problem tokens have been removed from the animals on the board. If there's still 1 or more problem tokens on the board, but no more resource cards in the deck, the game is over and you have lost the game. After the crisis stage is over, and if you haven't lost the game, you'll check to see if the game is over. If you received all the animals, you've won the game. If you have not, and there's still cards left in the resource deck, you'll continue playing by starting another day. And finally, if the resource deck is empty, you unfortunately will lose the game. Now, if you did win the game and it's your first victory, you'll open envelope number 1. There are 25 challenges waiting for you inside the envelopes. When you overcome a challenge, you'll stick a badge on the back of the board to show your progress. Now, there's 2 types of challenges. Obligatory challenges. These challenges help the game evolve and allow for opening of new envelopes. And optional challenges. These challenges will test your team's skill and reward you with merit badges. And that's Miller Zoo. Thank you so much for watching our how to play video. If you have any questions, you can hit that comment box down below and ask us, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. You can also learn more about this game by going to any of the links in our description.
Exactly. And if you like this video, please give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and hopefully you learned how to play Miller Zoo.
Tell us about how it goes.
Until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!